Okay, let's try this again. Okay, let's try this again. Audio is now fixed. And I wonder, will this time the game actually work? It's a mystery for me. The game did not yet crash. I see how loud it is. Okay. Alt tab. Tab back in. Oh. Let's just start with it.
Now, at my end, I can fully see. My last case opened in me a new fear, a real fear, a fear of myself, of what I am, and of what I've always been. All that I was is now lost. Hope, purpose, pleasure, all meaningless. I now walk in the shadows between worlds, and it is there I have finally glimpsed upon what lives in the dark corners of the earth.
I like the way you smile at me, baby.
I initially was thinking that that is our main character. Maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe it is. Maybe it is.
Robert, this had better be good. What's the beef?
Sorry, Jack. We had to call. This fellow will only talk to you. Name's Victor Holt.
Don't know any Victor.
He's the leader of this weird cult that moved in here a few months back. Got about 20 followers. They've been causing trouble all over town. Stealing, going through folks' trash, hanging around outside people's homes at all hours. No one ever presses charges, though. They're a screwy bunch. They've got the locals scared. So tonight, we were just passing, you know, doing the normal rounds, when we heard gunshots fired from their property.
Gunshots? Hang on there. No one said anything about gunshots. Who have we got out here?
Eh, just me, Nichols, and a few new recruits.
Well, that's just great. Lead the way, Robert. I better check out this crazy gang of yours.
The game kind of, this resolution seems squished. Hello, Mr. Squishman. This game is cold. I'm gonna get something warmer. Time to continue.
What's taking him so long? Something must be wrong.
Evening, Jack. Glad you could join the freak show.
How's it looking, Henry?
I don't like this one bit, Jack. Check the alley on the right. Victor Holt's over there in the shadows. He's waiting for you.
Can we trust him?
Nope, but we've got you covered. You better take it slowly, though. They're a bit twitchy. Be careful, sir.
It looks like an eye, but the rest of the painting has no real shape. It looks like an eye, but the rest of the painting has no real shape. A depiction of some alien creature.
Saving points. Wait, what? Stop, I don't have... Oh my god, of course. This is one of these games where back is X. Nope. Nope. Okay. 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 We actually connect to it.
It's locked.
I don't have a gun.
It won't budge.
He seemed to recognize me. I don't get it. His body was covered in tattoos, and they were carved into his flesh with something sharp. The body's still warm, but he's definitely dead. Empty ammo boxes and spent shells. Nothing useful.
Don't shoot. I'm unarmed.
Ah, we've been expecting you, Mr. Wong.
I better keep my distance from the window, or I'll end up like this nut job. Damn, he recognized me, and it sounded like he was going to get on the level with what's going on in this joint. A key. Could come in handy. He's dead. Looks like a bad case of lead poisoning. What a nut house. The walls have been covered with glyphs. Poisoning by the looks of it. I can't open it. He's dead. They're all dead.
Our character for a detective does not really like bodies.
A diary. This will make interesting reading.
I guess I'm becoming a victim of my own success. After closing the last 5 cases so fast, the papers have been calling me a local hero. But I just had a run of lucky hunches, that's all. I'm just another cop doing the job. So there is a disturbance at local president's. It's probably just a bunch of kids hopped on a moonshine. Why call it a detective? Why call in a detective? Maybe the uniform boys are sore on being out of this. I don't know. Feel right. It's more than just a regular bad feeling. It's hard to explain, but it's strong. I'm probably just tired. Those dreams don't help. I can't remember when I last got a good night's sleep. Must have been a month at least. Right about the time I started my run of lucky hunches. The dreams have been getting worse lately. I'm almost afraid to close my eyes. Bourbon helps at first, but not anymore. The lack of sleep must be affecting my nerves. Well, jitters or not, I better get going. Maybe he's not that big of a puss. We have been watching him now for 2 months. I can feel my anticipation growing as the day of contact draws near. Victor has not divulged his final plan for bringing Mr. Walters to us. All I know is that we must succeed. The ceremony today was inspiring. Sermon? Sermon. Sermon? I don't get it. Victor enlightened us with a story of the great race, transcending the bounds of time to visit his dreams. Of the conscious things on this earth and in the ocean depths, we are but servants to a greater design. I can only hope that my faith during these last days will win me a favor when our masters step through the gate. The experiments below have claimed one more of our order. Another volunteer is needed, but many are willing. We are truly blessed through our faithful service. Now that his coming grows so close. The preparations are complete, and Victor's plan is in motion. He will arrive soon. Surely by now he must suspect his true nature, or at least question the nature of his gifts. So this is why the hunch is going. Oh, this is actually today. He has come. Finally it begins. Okay. Okay. If this dude does not like this place so much, where do we need to go? Maybe this is why he's getting stressed out. Why are they still shooting?
It won't budge. The lock on the store is broken. The lock on the store is broken. It's the wrong key. It's unlocked. I don't understand. I mean, all of these photos. All of them. There must be some kind of mistake. Why would they want me here? It must be an old case. Something I've forgotten. Some screwball with a grudge, maybe. Think. I've gotta think.
First of all, chill the fuck down.
All these photos and clippings are of me. I just don't get it.
They even have his whole day.
Another key. This should fit the door across the hall.
How the fuck do you know?
It's unlocked. It appears to be a private study area. The drawer holds an ancient manuscript. The symbols on the front seem to be written in classical Greek.
1 second, we're gonna read. Let's continue. This manuscript looks medieval, but claims to be a translation from classical Greek or far older work from before the time of the first humans. The pages are stained, faded, and even burned in some places, making reading difficult. The legible sections tell the history of unthinkably distant antiquity. They speak of races so strange as to be beyond human comprehension, and wars fought across vast gulfs of time and space. There is a concept so utterly alien that they sound like absolute madness. Time travel, flying popules, mental projections, great rush of youth. It makes you dizzy just to read it.
There are definitely some strange sounds coming from this side of the room.
Damn, I did not remember this. And also, we look like we are so hunched back. Why? You're gonna look around still.
Shit, that did not sound good. Well, that's just swell. He's dead. The beam must have fallen and crushed his skull. This tunnel feels like it's gonna collapse at any moment. This sink would be used for scrubbing up.
At least this doesn't have a mental health like in Amnesia.
From the markings, he must have been one of their own. I wonder if he volunteered.
Chill down. I wonder, can we even chill down? Yeah, he can.
Dead bodies, and plenty of them. Something dreadful has been going on down here. Good God! What the hell is all this? This pipe must drain the waste from his intestines. Looks like his kidneys. They're moving around in all that liquid. Looks like his brain. I wonder what those wires are for. The contraption above seems to be controlling his breathing. His beating heart. Looks like his stomach. I've never seen equipment like this before. Oh, shit! The machine must have overloaded. He's dead. The crystal's still warm.
too hot to pick up. It's too hot to touch. I think it's being used as a power source for the machine. It's too hot
I was
to touch.
wondering maybe we got damaged
I think
because
it's being used as a power source for the machine.
further in the game it happens.
Odd. It looks like it's full of mercury. Odd.
What is
Looks like it's
mercury?
full of mercury.
1 second. And the game crashed. At least this time it just normally crashed. It does not like alt tabs. It just does not. Why are there two options of okay. Maybe this is gonna be more stable? Oh my god, this is a worse. Oh. Okay. The game decides also to launch itself in different qualities. Try again. It needs some time. Okay, we are quietly far
It's locked.
behind.
Another key. This should fit the door across the hall. It's unlocked. There are definitely some strange sounds coming from this side of the room. Shit, that did not sound good. Well, that's
Chill
just
down.
swell.
Chill down.
He's dead. The beam must have fallen and crushed his skull. Medical charts on the human anatomy.
Dead bodies, and plenty of them. Something dread.
We forgot about the manuscript.
The drawer holds an ancient manuscript. The symbols on the front seem to be
We already read it, so we can just stroll through it.
written in classical Greek. There are definitely some
Wait, what?
strange
We triggered
sounds
this
coming
2
from
times?
this side of the room.
Oh no, it was a reload.
Shit, that did not sound good. Well, that's just swell. He's dead. The beam must have fallen and crushed his skull. This sink would be used for scrubbing up. Medical charts on the human anatomy. Dead bodies, and plenty of them. Something dreadful has been going on down here. From the markings, he must have been one of their own. I wonder if he volunteered.
One second.
Never seen equipment like this before. Ah! It's too hot to pick up. His beating heart. The contraption above looks like his stomach. It's too hot to touch. This pipe must drain the... Looks like his kidneys. Looks like his brain. I wonder what those wires are for. Oh, shit! Good God! What the hell is all this? At least he's out of his misery. The crystal's still warm. least he's out of his misery. This tunnel feels like it's gonna collapse at any moment. It's too hot to touch. I think it's being used as a power source for the machine. Odd. It looks like it's full of mercury. What the hell is that?
But why would mercury move by itself? These are the good creatures from the other world. 7 years later, damn.
It's been more than 6 years since I entered that strange house in Boston. But to me, it was just 5 months ago. Amnesia, the doctors called it. Probably brought on by acute mental stress. I remember investigating the far side of the library. There was screaming. According to the police report, they had searched the house for hours, only to find me later collapsed on the floor. When my eyes opened and I spoke, my colleagues recoiled in fear. There was something unnatural in my voice and blank gaze. They committed me to Arkham Asylum, where I was diagnosed with severe schizophrenia. As it became clear that I presented no danger to either myself or others, I was released from the asylum's care. I have learned little of my activities in the 6 years that followed. The accounts I've been able to piece together show much of my time was spent in travel and study. I maintain a fanatical infatuation with the occult, delving deep into volumes concerning witch cults and dark legends, often in languages unfamiliar to my own. When I reawakened 5 months ago, exactly 6 years after entering that house in Boston, no trace was left of what had been a secondary personality. I was myself again, or at least what I believed myself to be. Return to normal life has been a painful process. In recent days, my dreams have been plagued by cosmic landscapes, and I've become fearful of my own reflection. I am beginning to remember things from that day, more than 6 years past, that I've told no one else. Jack Walters.
Hello, Mr. Walters. My name's Arthur Anderson. I need your help finding a missing person.
I don't take that kind of job.
Did you get my package?
Hold on.
Probably there was somebody else in his body.
What exactly do you want from me, Mr. Anderson?
It's one of my store managers, you see. Brian's his name. Ryan Burnham. Nice lad. He disappeared recently from the First National grocery store in Innsmouth.
Innsmouth? Never heard of it.
It's a small fishing town on the coast, not far from Arkham. I'd like to see you in person before you leave.
Hold on there a minute. I didn't agree to take this what the hell? I'll be here all day anyway.
I have a new client, Mr. Arthur Anderson, the regional manager of the First National grocery store chain. It appears that the First National grocery in Innsmouth was recently burglarized, and its manager, one Brian Burnham, is missing. From what I have been able to gather, Burnham is something of a young rogue. A friend of the family, Mr. Anderson gave him the job as a favor. Burnham is looking like a prime suspect for the robbery, but there are few things that don't add up. Not to Anderson, not to me. For instance, why would Burnham force an entry into the store when he had a full set of keys, free access to the cash register, and the combination to the back office safe? The misdirect any investigation? If that was his plan, why did he disappear? Following my conversation with Mr. Anderson, I found out that I could about the ancient town of Innsmouth. I found out I could about the ancient town of Innsmouth. For a generation, the crumbling seaport and its people have been shunned by neighboring communities. Outsiders unwelcome there, and there are no superstition tales. And there are superstition tales of a strange element in the town's oldest families. They are of mixed blood, so the stories go. Whatever that's supposed to mean. The usual Hicktown prejudice, no doubt. After making a brief visit to Innsmouth, my client came away distrustful of the local authorities. He isn't buying their line that Burnham robbed the place and wants to know what happened to him. Only one bus goes to Innsmouth, and tomorrow afternoon I'll be on it. It feels good to have purpose after 5 months trying to break through my amnesia. I also feel a little apprehensive. Maybe it's the wild stories about the town, or maybe it's just because I haven't had a case in so long. If what, for some reason I cannot leave the menu. Oh, now I can. I really hope this will give me a save.
Driver, how far to the stop?
Almost there. I'll drop you at the town square of Innsmouth.
Why lock the gates?
Keeps out wanderers looking for work. We don't want those folks like that interfering with our affairs.
Is the bus from Arkham always this empty?
Aye, and we prefers it that way. Not many come to Innsmouth.
But what about trade? Surely the port needs business.
Innsmouth has the means to look after her own. This is it, stranger. End of the line.
Could you direct me to the First National Grocery Store? I hear they have a shop in town.
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh, well, you see, I'm looking for a young lad called Brian Burnham. I'm a friend of the family. He worked in the store.
Don't know who you're talking about, fellow.
No, nothing. No, nothing.
Chit-chatting to him's gonna get me no place fast.
Damn, this vehicle is fucking busted.
It's the bus from Arkham. The sign says, Innsmouth Poorhouse, in memory of Lady Warnes.
Oh, hello there, Mr. Sombra. You little sneaky bugger.
This statue commemorates the men who fought in the Revolutionary War. I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
Please, stop bothering me, stranger.
I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
Ken Riley says I know him.
Seems this grandiose structure is the esoteric Order of Dagon. It won't open.
What do you mean? We've seen each other last week. Lol.
It's the First National Grocery Store.
Oh, okay. This is the sneaking part. Okay.
It won't open.
I still want to figure stuff out. Maybe where I can save?
That way's blocked by a police line. Excuse me, Constable. Jack Walters.
Robes. Alien robes. What you want?
Could you help out a stranger to this fine port?
Are you being funny?
No, not at all. I'm after directions to the First National. I hear they have a store in town.
Innsmouth don't take too kindly to them from out of town. Get lost, stranger.
Damn.
That fellow was just stringing me along with a lot of nothing about nothing.
I need luck with this game,
It's
believe.
locked. It must lead to the back of the variety store.
I need luck with this game for
Won't
not to
budge.
crash. So, have a good night. I need a fucking fucking save point before this bitch gonna crash.
It's just an advertisement for the local Methodist church. From what I've seen of Innsmouth, I bet they don't get many takers.
In the Solins, Gallons, my boys, these are the joys of the noble and the brave, who love a life in the tempest strife, in the home of the mountain wave. When the driving rain of the hurricane puts the lights of the lighthouse out, and the growling thunder sounds its gong, and when? Who's that there? Oh, can you spare a few pennies, young mister? I can give you something for your generosity.
Who are you?
Zadok, that be my name, though too few years it now. Zadok Allen.
Do you know a Brian Burnham?
Just a young'un. Worked over the store. He's gone. Killed, I reckon.
Killed? What makes you think that?
Them's from out of town running a store. Taking business from the Order of Dagon. They'd not accept that.
What else can you tell me about this port?
You just bring old Zadok a bottle of something nice, and old Zadok will fill your ears.
Deal.
A seedy-looking bar called The Garden. Unfortunately, it's shut.
That's the Valiant drink? No.
The old drunkard knows something. I don't think it would take much to get his tongue wagging. Evening. The name's Jack Walters. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss...
Miss will do for now. Welcome to Innsmouth, Mr. Walters.
Thanks, I think.
Take my advice. Do what you must and then leave. Tonight. This port does not cater well to visitors.
While I appreciate your concern, miss, I can handle lousy hospitality.
Very well, Mr. Walters.
Hello again.
Mr. Walters.
Look, miss, I only want a conversation. There's no harm in that, right?
There's plenty of harm. It's not wise to be seen gossiping with outsiders.
How about playing dumb for a few minutes?
No.
Damn, that's cold.
It won't open. She's too frightened to talk to me. But this lady knows something. An old truck. It's likely owned by the Marsh refinery.
Okay, what the actual fuck? Hang in there.
Storage cellar for one of the stores.
Damn.
Won't budge.
I still need a save point, because kinda going there without a save point gonna be sad.
It won't open. It won't budge.
There you are. Gonna be back for a sec. Work calls even in night.
The delivery truck for the Innsmouth courier. The door's bolted shut.
Hello there.
It's unlocked. Assorted paperwork, but nothing of any real interest. The till's empty. There's a bottle of bootleg rum and a wooden handle. It won't open.
It just couldn't fit there.
It's unlocked. The till's empty. Looks like the door was forced open, and there's scratch marks on the wood. There's a bottle of bootleg rum and a wooden handle, a typewriter, invoices and receipts. Nothing of interest.
I cannot believe I'm fine after that. I just can't.
I can feel the air through holes in the brickwork here.
Okay. Oh no. Enlightened or duped. Inside Bonster Stranger's church. Those are those of our readers who live near the headquarters in the ordinary looking Boston residents will need no instruction to the Fellowship of Youth, or whatever the cult name is. For those who have not encountered this mysterious, semi-religious group before, a few words to explanation are necessary. Since our country's founding upon the basic of religion freedom is sure to have been home to many small religion groups outside of the mainstream. No small numbers are headquartered in the states of New England, where the pilgrims themselves shout a new world free of religion persecution. But the question must be asked, at what point does a religion become a cult, and its trusting adherents, not to mention its balanced neighborhoods, become victims? That is the question this journal possesses in regard to the Fellowship of Youth. At least not youth. Damn. Basically, a journal. Damn, it's long. Oh, this is what we read already? Oh. Well, I agree with the locals on one thing. I shouldn't be stuck in this miserable excuse for a town. I can see why nobody comes here, that's for sure. Another slow day at the store. At first I thought people were staying away because First National isn't local, but haven't seen any go into any of the other stores either. Come to that, I haven't seen the other stores open for business. This place is deader than a dead. Still, it won't be long before I'm out of here, before we both out of here. She's the one good thing about Innsmouth. We'll bust open Old Man Dwelly's safe, take a car, and then it's New York City. Bright lights, nightlife, everything. I'll show her all of it. So basically, he went here because
Looks like a diary. It's gotta have some clues. The ladders and stairs have collapsed. I'll never get back up. The cellar's filled with human remains. These people must have died a long time ago. The window is smashed, and I can see the back alley. Various chemicals and apparatus for developing photographs. Old photos of Innsmouth. Most of them have faded beyond recognition.
I see that like the screen is like squished a bit. But oh, stop. It is not squished on the stream. Yeah, it's only squished for me. Okay. Oh, gun ammo. Of course.
The old printing press appears to have been sabotaged.
Holy shit!
From the stench in here, this noose broad must have kicked it a few months back. Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest. General notices. They're all dated 1846. Nothing of interest here.
Hello, Jack.
Do I know you?
Lucas Mackey. Sorry to startle you. Innsmouth doesn't get a lot of visitors. New names spread fast. What are you doing in town, Jack? Hear about the missing Burnham boy?
Not bad. I'm a private detective. My client's a friend of the Burnhams.
Seen the latest press from Arkham? Your boy's been quite busy.
What about you, Mackie? You're obviously not a local. What's your business in town?
True enough, Jack. Nothing too exciting, I'm sorry to say. I'm a government factory inspector. They posted me in this rotten hole to check over the old Marsh refinery. Speaking of which, I've got an appointment with the manager, Jacob Marsh.
Okay. Maybe I'll catch you later.
Sucks.
That's the first friendly face I've seen in this damn town. I've been in this business long enough to know he's hiding something. It's the development room for the Innsmouth Courier. It won't open. It won't budge. The glass has been broken, and there's scratch marks on the wood. Strange. Nope, nothing of interest. It won't budge.
trap shut.
I won't tell him anything.
Outsiders coming, snooping around where they ain't wanted.
My retinas for the star. Why, you're uncommonly kind, young feller. Here'll be a little something in gratitude that might help you in your search. Now you be calling me crazy. Like them that's thar rumoring in Ankrum and Lipswitch. But old Zadok's seen all manner of wicked things since before you was born. Old Captain Obed where it all began. Telling desperate folks they'd orter get better gods. Them's that'd answer their prayers.
Didn't the Christian folk of Innsmouth object to such blasphemy?
Aye, they did. It were around 46 that many folks in town were done with Obed and his ways. And all that wild preaching and too many missing, you see. A party of good folk followed Captain Obed's crowd out to the reef. Shots were fired. Next day, Obed and 30 of his followers were in jail. And for weeks all were quiet, till that artful night of 46. Them's out outside reckon out it being a riot. But I'd seen them, swarms of them.
Look, old man, I don't have time to listen to these fishing tales.
Oh, was a massacre. The jail thrown open. Mounds of the dead and the dying. Soldiers screaming and shouting all across the town square. Come morning, the mess was cleaned up. Old Obed and his family takes charge, they did. Folks were told to keep shy as strangers if we were knowing what was good for them.
Zadok, who did all this? Who did all?
Said the old captain was now deeper in debt to his heathen gods. They were hankering for more than just sacrificing. Obed told folks they had to take the oaths of Dagon.
What the hell are these oaths?
You just asked old Wes about oaths of Dagon. Aye, he take the third oath. Just head over to his hole in that dark street. Then you'll see, for definite.
He's given me a key to the town poorhouse. It could come in handy.
Mr. Walters, I must speak with you.
It's Jack. And just hold on there a minute, sweetheart. Are you gonna even tell me your name?
My name's Rebecca Lawrence, and unless you want to join Innsmouth's long list of missing, I'd urge you to follow me.
Missing, huh? Like Burnham?
Of that, I'm not sure. You'd be better off asking the Billingham's daughter, Ruth. She was dating Brian.
What? Who's Ruth?
Quickly, we don't have much time. You've got to follow me. Jack, Innsmouth is a strange place. There are things that have no business being here. Foul, reeking things.
Strange. Trust me, I'm good with strange.
That remains to be seen, but I can help you. My father discovered this strange sign while studying an old manuscript. It seems to ward off the more unusual elements in Innsmouth. Whenever you find one, you can use it to find a moment of sanctuary. Now, I must leave before we're seen together.
I've seen that eye-like symbol somewhere before, but never surrounded by a star.
The game crashed again. Ugh. Bethesda games, I think, will never change. They will just never change. They admitted me against.
I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
Sorry, stranger. I can't help you.
Jack, we can't be seen talking together. What is it?
Why do you stay in Innsmouth, Rebecca?
My grandfather, John Lawrence, was editor of the Innsmouth Courier. He was murdered in the slaughter of 46. He had always despised the Marshes and their blasphemous doings, and it was he who led the party out to the reef that night. They arrested Captain Marsh and his order, and tossed them in the old jailhouse. A few weeks later, my grandfather was dead. My father saw him die. Him and many others, burned alive in the Courier's basement.
All the more grounds to leave.
To leave would be to fail my own legacy. I have a duty to protect the good in Innsmouth, at least what little good remains.
She knows plenty, but I need to have a look around myself if I'm gonna crack this case. It's unlocked.
Did it? No, it did not crash. Whew.
If I see you with outsider, I'll report your order.
I'll not say nothing.
This town's deserted. Where's everybody?
Just leave me be, stranger.
I have a strange feeling I'm being watched. It won't open. Do you need any help? Disease is rampant in this town.
Or maybe he's mutating. Just an option.
It's the entrance to the town poorhouse. Where is everybody? It's very quiet.
If you don't like it, just turn around and leave.
It won't budge.
Since old Lady Warren's passed away, the food is rotten, but we'll die soon enough.
That there, that's the thing that was down there. Hello there.
What are you looking at there, old-timer?
Nothing. I'm just looking. What you doing in old Warren's house, young feller? This hole is for the broke and the dying.
I'm trying to find Dock Street.
It's out back of the house. Everything in Innsmouth is rotten and dying. Windows boarded up, and all sorts of curious barking and crawling around black cellars and attics. How'd you like to be living in a town like this, feller?
I've been to more welcoming places. I don't think he's been outdoors for years. He isn't gonna know anything.
Moth. Hello, moth. steal the medication from the homeless. Nice work, detective. Nice work.
The old woman's dead. It won't open.
Chill the fuck down. You're a
It won't
fucking
budge.
detective. What? He freaks out of bodies. He's a detective. What are you doing in this job then? Yeah, and also he fears height.
It won't open. It won't open. I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
I never had no Burnham.
Oh no, the road is blocked.
It's blocked. I can't go that way.
Yes, I can't go that way. Old games.
Jesus, those people have been ripped apart. Hello there, little lady.
Hi, sir.
Are your parents at home?
Daddy's at work, and Mummy's upstairs in the attic. She's been bad.
I see. So, what's your name, little lady?
Ramona?
Well, Ramona, could you get your mommy for me?
Nope. Mummy bites. Daddy says we've got to keep her up there for her own good.
Excuse me?
When I go near the door, she growls. I don't love Mummy like I love my daddy.
You don't say. Ramona, I really need to speak to your daddy. Do you know when he'll be home?
Soon, I think. You can wait inside if you like. Daddy won't mind. I'm drawing pictures with my crayons.
That would be great. Thanks.
I'm so fucking
I
sad
should
that
check the place over while I've got the chance.
it's so sad that you cannot just wait.
What are you drawing, Ramona?
Pictures of Mummy and Daddy.
It won't budge. It won't open. It won't budge. It won't budge. It won't open.
Oh, we fucked up. We really did fuck up. This is why I wish, like, waiting out was an option.
Looks like a diary. Nothing of interest.
The last entry in the diary from today, it reads, "Another sleepless night. I lay awake, listening to the movement of that thing that I married passing about her locked room. Damn the esoteric order of Dagon, damn the oaths, and damn the town fathers for not hanging Owen Marsh when they had a chance, no, burning him and his whole filthy clan. I wish I could just leave, abandon my sham of my marriage, leave the store to rot and start a new life far away, but I'm trapped here. Every time I look at Ramona, I know it. Watching her asleep in her beauty and innocence, my heart feels like breaking. She has no idea of what she will become. Yesterday was her 20th birthday. The change cannot be far off. Her 10th birthday. The change cannot be far off. Her birth gave me such joy, so much that I still use the month, day, and the year of her 4-number combination for my safe. In that order. Okay, starting clockwise. Wow, what a description. What a noted description. It is a truth that I'm trying to preserve the date forever and deny the inevitable horror. I sometimes think of killing her, an act of mercy before she starts to manifest the horror. God forgive me, but she is my daughter and I could never harm her. She is blameless in it all. When the time comes, Innsmouth will be the only place for her. And until then I must stay here to watch over her. It is my penance, my atonement for creating her life with her chosen mother. After she joins them, if the grief does not kill me, my life will be my own once more. Not that I will know how I will have the strength to go on without her. Damn. This dude. What is date today?
Oh, God. No. They've taken the last thing I loved away from me.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize what was up there. What the hell was that thing?
There's no time to explain. They'll be here soon. Listen to me closely. You've been the talk of the town all day, asking after the Burnham lad. I heard he never made it to Boston, that he was caught by the order of Dagon.
Did he pocket anything from the store's safe?
Thankfully, no. It's sturdy. He'd never have wrenched it open with a crowbar. There's something in there that needs protecting from the order. You've got to get it out of Innsmouth. Take the key to the back of my store. The safe combination's in my diary, upstairs. Hurry, Jack!
What the hell's in the safe anyway?
You too far this time, Wait. We're taking you in for murder. You'll swing for this.
Wait, he didn't do anything wrong.
He killed his own daughter. It sounds flesh and blood. There's plenty wrong with that. I'm reckoning you do well to mind your own business, stranger. At Innsmouth, we handle things by the old ways.
It's Ramona's coloring book.
The drawings that fill Ramona's book are like things from the nightmare. It is hard to believe that a young child could imagine such horrors. There are pictures of a strange and natural creatures, crudely drawn but still able to provoke visceral feeling of revulsion. One of them is captioned with the word mother. What can that mean? These profoundly disturbing images raise grave concerns about the girl's state of mind. She's dead. What state of mind?
It won't budge.
Okay, I wonder, what date is today?
Jack. Oh, thank God I found you. Waite's been arrested for the murder of his daughter.
I know. It's my fault, Rebecca.
What are you talking about, Jack? What's your fault?
There was something in the attic. Some kind of animal, and I let it loose. It's all my fault. The police dragged Waits off. He can't take the fall for this. He's done nothing wrong. We gotta do something.
Guilty or not, the Order will see him lynched for it. There's nothing you can do.
Really, hopefully the game will not crash while I'm gonna be off, but for a second it need to be off. Hopefully the game will not crash for this pause. It did crash. Oh, it did crash again. Really? 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 Oh. Come on. Hello, Buran. Little fuck. I think I'm gonna try to end this, because this is like crash after crash. Still a nice recording test. The instruments of YouTube are absolute fuckery.